Welcome to the channel. Presented by the Beeline Entertainment, LLC. Enjoy the show.
People, check it out. It's your boy Brian B from the Beeline Entertainment, LLC. Check us out Tuesday nights, the Beeline Web Show. Then you got Wednesday nights, Straight Through the Ropes Wrestle Talk, baby. And Thursday nights where you show off on the Beeline Entertainment. And of course, you get live on the line Sunday nights. Follow us TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. We everywhere. Check us out on the Beeline ENT. People, check it out. We got something brand new coming to you. Hey, you want to laugh? Well, guess what? If you do, it's going to be a problem for you because this is the Last Laugh Challenge. That's right. Grab your crew and come on through and see who has the last laugh, last. You get it. Anyway, coming soon. WWT, Wednesday Wrestle Talk. That's right. Get with me, Brian B, as well as buzzing with Marlowe's very own Warren Marlowe, the American prodigy. And you see him, your man from the 1130 podcast, Dre on Wheels. That's right. We the commission talking that Wrestle Talk Wednesday nights, 5 p.m. live. Yeah, be there, subscribe, follow, like, share. Get at us. Commission, baby.
Look, mama, I fucking made it! I'm on the billboard! Album out now, y'all. Go get that shit. My album is out right now. Look at the billboard, man. Look at the billboard, man. We taking them fucking...
Excuse me. Hey, how you doing? I want to introduce myself. My name is Tari. Nice to meet you. I get nervous every time I see you. I think you're an angel. I already know your name. I paid attention for a while and noticed no ring on your finger. Damn. Hoping you're single. Yeah. I know you'll see me watching you.
Stacked. You can whisper behind my back. You can show me how the odds are up against me all day long. You can't stop me now. Can't stop me now. My feet have come too far for you.
Get more W. That Gentlest energy drink mix that's going to power you through your gaming, content creation, whatever you're doing, is there for you. Enter that promo code BrianB and get 10% off your order today. Get more W, get more power.
Yes, you are, yes, you are, yes, you are the only one, 'cause there's something special about you.
What up? I can't do it. That's Marty Marr. That's right. WZUP. Where my Martin heads at? Hey, yo, what's good? Welcome back. Listen, I was just on a little earlier. Thanks for the nice little intermission. And now we back at it. But this time, we going straight through the ropes with that. This is we back at it tonight. That's right. Going straight through the ropes with that Wrestle Talk. Join us 9 p.m. Eastern Time. That's right. The Beeline. Straight through the ropes Wrestle Talk. I'll see you there. That's right. It was a promo. I got the wrong one, but it's fine because we here. That's right. And it's time to talk that wrestling. What's good, y'all? Brian B here with Straight Through the Ropes Wrestle Talk. Thank you guys so much for joining in. Hopefully you guys was watching this on the Commission Talks, baby. Me, Mr. Warren Marlowe, the American Prodigy, and Dre on Wheels from the 1130 podcast. We had a really good conversation. Bah! It's time to do it back again. We're going to have some new conversation for that ass, and we're gonna be talking about some stuff. We missing one of our partners, and Ray, if you're watching, we waiting for you. So jump on in when you're ready. And but we do got my tag team partner in the building. That's right, we ain't going nowhere. We still collabing, getting ready to the Judgment Day. I want to be the Judgment Day. That just speaks something on the Judgment Day right now. I actually want to be the Judgment Day. I got options between DX and this person. Never, I think Judgment Day is where it's at. But come and join in with me on the Coming Through the Ropes. We got your boy, Mr. Slim Jefferson. What up, Slim?
What's up, big dog? What's up with you, man?
Doing all right, man. Getting on a lot of screen time on here lately, so I'm kind of just like, entertaining the masses here. But what's good with you, bro?
Not much, man. Still grinding hard out here in my daily professional life, and then we still got Wrestle Kingdom coming up, and we got Survivor Series next week, Thanksgiving weekend. We all get fat off a turkey and watch some wrestling, and hopefully the Cowboys lose.
Look at y'all scared.
And then don't forget we got Full Gear this Saturday for AEW.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we're gonna talk about that a little bit as well. We definitely got some topics to talk about tonight. Guys, thank you guys so much once again. We've been in kind of a transition period. We got a lot of new things coming, getting ready for the new year. Now, I usually take a little bit of a break, around this time or whatever. And it's the holidays and stuff like that. But I'm doing stuff a little different on the holidays this year. So I got some time on my hands. And I already took a break earlier, so I'm not taking a break anymore. I'm going full throttle. And we're actually building up some of the things that we're starting to continue into next year and actually kick off next year as well. Definitely with wrestling, that's from everything. WrestleMania season, you got the Rumble in January, so it's definitely a lot to talk about. And one thing I just talked about on the commission talks with the guys is we're actually going to be doing some kind of like a game show thing with wrestling, and we're gonna have Wrestle Trivia. We're gonna have Wrestle fans of wrestling. We're gonna have podcast wrestlers, everything. We're gonna be talking a lot of shit, man. It's gonna be a lot of fun. And I'm putting that together now. Be looking on the lookout for that coming up in December, going into January, as well as, of course, you saw the Last Laugh Challenge. That's going to be something else that we have. It's going to be a lot of fun. We got a lot of fun shit coming. I'm really excited. So, Slim, you picked a great time to join the team, brother. Ray, we got to get you. Yo, Ray, I'm gonna call you out every time, bro. I need you here. You're part of the crew, man. I need you here. You're the Rhea Ripley. You're the leader. Not according to Damian Priest, though. What y'all thought about Raw? Yo, Raw was off the chain.
It was.
I'm feeling it, man. I'm liking the direction. I said before we had, what the hell was it? Crown Jewel. That I was bored. I was getting bored, man. I didn't really care in the direction where anything was really going. But I gotta say, man, Judgment Day has really been holding it down with wrestling right now, in my opinion, especially with WWE. Like, how you feel, bro? How you feel the directions is going closing out the year?
I feel like it's going good, man. I mean, look at where they were. Look at where they were when they kicked Edge out and Finn Balor joined until now.
Yeah.
Like how they all as a whole have elevated.
Yeah, for real.
Rhea going from the star we knew she could be to the star she already is right now.
Yeah,
it's amazing because if you look back when she was in NXT UK to all the way till now, she is completely just locked in, and she owns her character, and like she's at the top of the division for a reason. Finn, because his career was in like a meh, we don't know what to do with you, but you're a good worker, but we just don't know what to do with you. Stick you in the mid card for a little bit. Okay, you've had the US and the Intercontinental title. Then we might let you be a contender for the top title, but we're not gonna let you go over. Yeah. And then you look at Priest. It takes a lot to, well, I think Priest is like one of the people that benefited from this from the most. Because look at him when he was Punishment Martinez in Ring of Honor, and to everything he did in NXT, to going on Raw, and I think they knew what to do with him, but he was starting off with that split personality gimmick, and
Yeah,
it was working a little bit, but it was kind of like, yeah, we know you're kind of forcing it a little
I
bit.
was bored with that shit, bro. They had showed that so many different times on other wrestlers with, oh, he's going crazy and whatever. Like you hit the nail on the head, bro. I feel like literally Damian Priest, and I was just talking about this. Damian Priest literally is one of the most promising that you can see right now to build into a whole new caliber of whether it be a face or a heel. Honestly, he could be both at the same time. He could be
Like,
one of those odd, characters.
and you also got to think about, like,
Shout out to my
he
boy
took
Trey.
he he took he took Bad Bunny and made him a freaking star.
For real.
Like, a lot of people, I think, and no, this is no disrespect to Bad Bunny.
Yeah.
Like, people get so caught up in Bad Bunny's performance that they don't see what Priest did that night. And I think that night solidified Priest in a lot of higher ups in WWE as he can be a key guy. Because I think, to me, it takes a lot for a person. You can be good, but somebody coming in as a celebrity that you got to make look good and you put him over.
Yeah.
Like, it takes a lot. And to round it out, like, look at Dom.
You speaking facts right now.
look at from when we first saw Dom. We'll take it all the way back from when he was in a stipulation for a match between Eddie and Ray, all the way to when he had Seth at SummerSlam and the Thunderdome, all the way into how much he has grown as a performer. And it's no secret he can easily be considered the top heel in the business.
Yeah,
and
you're definitely right.
this whole debate, whether them were piping in the crowd noise or not. I've had a couple of people that say they've seen Dom live and that shit's real. Like,
yeah.
Like, people.
Dre just said that shit. Dre just said that he's there, and I think somebody else said that before who was just at an event, was like, yeah, you think that's fake, but it sounds real.
Yeah, and like, what do you expect? This man had a whole story where he disrespected his family.
His father, a legend at that in the industry. Yeah, definitely. I mean, you're making a lot of good sense. I mean, like I said, with Judgment Day, man, and I'm just calling it out. Like, it's one of the first things we're over here talking about, and this wasn't even a topic I was thinking we were talking about. This is just literally how it's working. Like, Judgment Day is one of the top things in wrestling right now, in my opinion, man. They formed a stable that was super rocky at the beginning. It was all over the place. Even the name, Judgment Day, it makes fucking sense. Like, and then it was like, they built that, and like you said, getting Edge out and putting Finn in there, that was a different dynamic. But then, of course, the key component, and I think the biggest key component, even with Dom, was Rhea. Rhea really, made that stable what it was, and her action, towards with Dom, basically taking him under her wing and guiding him to that, just, I'm behind, no, you can't touch me, because and Dom being that arrogant kid, it was just fucking flawless storytelling, in my opinion, bro.
It truly is this generation's Eddie Guerrero in China.
Yeah, Latino heat, heat, man. Used to love Latino heat, bro. But we got some shit to talk about tonight, bro. Like you said, we're heading into Full Gear. And believe it or not, we've been talking a lot about different AEW stories and stuff like that. And as y'all know, I'm WWE all the way. Like, that's mostly what I'm down when I'm watching, mostly that. But I'm trying to get more versatile. So I'm trying to check out, like, or at least I'm gonna stay up on what's happening on Full Gear this week. So go ahead, Slim. Go ahead, just kind of take us off, man. I had the match card, but I think I got lost in my my planning today. But what are you looking forward most about this card we looking at this Saturday?
Honestly, for me, man, it's a couple of matches. I I can't wait to see the Texas death match between Swerve Strickland and Hangman Adam Page. I think that I think that we can safely say that out of all the releases that happened within the past 2 years, Swerve is one of the people that had benefited the most. Getting to go out there and, just get made into the star that we already knew he is. And then linking with Prince Nana and, Nana getting this dance going viral off of Swerve's music. So that's going to be a good one. And they've been telling this Hangman and Swerve story for about like a good about 3-4 months now. So I'm very invested in that. I'm interested to see the outcome of MJF and Switchblade Jay White.
Yeah.
I don't think Jay White will go over, but Jay White is a good enough talent to where, he's going to come out looking really good in this match. There's a lot of storylines surrounding MJF because, once Jay White's turn is over, who gets the next shot? You got Samoa Joe in the wings, Wardlow in the wings, everybody just gunning for this man. It's a really good card all the way down. I think, honestly, this will be a big match card for Toni Storm, because honestly, I have no problem with Sheeta. I'm just not a fan of hers. And Sheeta, don't get me wrong, Sheeta can go, but it's like I don't get excited when somebody says, it's a Hikaru Sheeta match. Like, it's like eh. So I think this would be big for Toni Storm. Another card.
I'm looking at this one right here. So I know MJF is a champion, AEW World Champion. He's been a champion for a while now. Who do you take the belt from again? Was it CM Punk?
Yeah, so MJF beat, I believe it was Punk.
Yeah.
He beat Punk, and then he beat Bryan Danielson in an Iron Man match. He beat Adam Cole. He's had a pretty good run, and then more recently, he's kind of been. I don't even know if you really want to call him a babyface, but he's got to have. It's like weird. He's got it's like a babyface with still heel tendencies.
Yeah. I've been keeping up with his character. See, they got him down as having 2 matches on this card. Like I said, I'm just getting into it, so I don't know.
Because he is one half of the Ring of Honor World Tag Team Champions, and I don't know if it's part of a storyline or if it's true. Adam Cole apparently obliterated his ankle, and MJF has vowed to keep the Ring of Honor tag team titles until Adam Cole can return and they can defend them together.
Bruh. All right, so let's talk some shit. From my knowledge, okay? Like I'm getting into it. I promise you, like I'm gonna be watching Dynamite and everything like that or whatever. I'm probably even gonna try to watch Collision on Saturday, and I'm gonna try to really keep up with this shit. So I know that there's this dude that's in the mask or whatever. That's like one of the big intriguing things we were just talking about that earlier. So now that I see this match, like it seems like the perfect opportunity is going to be somebody to come out and be his partner for that Ring of Honor match. Does that sound like something that's possible? I'm going into Full Gear.
I guess it's a possibility, but what they've been basically teasing is that MJF calls himself the devil, because it has this line, the devil has arrived anytime he comes into the arena. And, when he came back against Punk, he wore that mask, because that's when he had this faction called the Firm, and they basically won a ladder match for him to get him an AEW world title shot. Really? I love the storyline because we don't know who's underneath this mask, and knowing Tony is probably somebody that we least suspect. Now, the rumor is that Adam Cole isn't hurt. And
that's what somebody said too. Yeah, I heard that earlier.
And that is actually him. Another rumor that's floating around is for some reason that might be Kyle O'Reilly. I heard somebody else say that if they pull a whole 360 and it's Mustafa Ali,
I heard Dolph Ziggler too.
And you know what? I actually wouldn't mind that because God damn it, Dolph is a talent that needs to be seen. I'm so sick of like they didn't know how to effing use him. He was gold, man.
Yeah, Dolph is
But
amazing.
that's the interesting thing about this whole devil mask thing is like we don't know, and it just keeps our interest.
I love
And
that.
just a few minutes ago on Dynamite right here, they just showed a devil mask in a in like a 5-second delay.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's interesting, man. But other than that, I think it'll be a good card all around.
Yeah.
I think sometimes I'd be talking with my boy Perry. Sometimes we watch the shows together, and sometimes we say that sometimes AEW has too many matches on a card.
Got you. They got too much going on, bro. Like even somebody like I'm a perfect example for this situation because I'm somebody who loves wrestling, but I can't watch every fucking thing. But I'm trying to get more involved. I'm trying to get more invested. I report on it and I do stuff like that. So I'm trying to get more invested. So for me, somebody who's already a fan of the product, now I'm trying to get to know this genre basically. And it's confusing as shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just getting into it, and I'm just like, all right, you got this, you got that. There's a Ring of Honor. There's fucking 400 belts. There's a triple champion. There's a tag champion. It's like where do you fit in? And I think I've been hearing like complaints like that from people, and just being on the outside looking in, I can understand it because it is kind of confusing, man. To get caught up, you really got to pay attention to this shit.
Yeah, I tell anybody like sometimes it's kind of impossible it is impossible to keep up with everything. Even me, who I consider myself a super fan, I can't keep up with everything. Hell, I catch New Japan stuff on the very late tip sometimes.
Yeah,
but my thing with AEW is that there is a lot going on sometimes, and they cross blend too much. Like if Tony Khan owns Ring of Honor, I feel like that should be its own separate entity. I don't feel like Ring of Honor should be interacting at all with AEW. And for a long time in the past, Ring of Honor was just for people that like the purity of wrestling. Like, it wasn't all about the glitz and glamour. It was about a good story and a good ass match.
Yes, where all those greats came from, man. A lot of the greats came from. You got Daniel Bryan Danielson. You had CM Punk, definitely big. Jay Lethal, like a lot of people established Ring of Honor, man. The Briscoes, all of those guys. So I mean, you definitely have a lot of history with it that you could have incorporated and, like you said, repackaged it. It didn't have to be completely dominated by both brands because then you're gonna overflood the market, bro. And I feel like that's what AEW is doing. They should pull back the reins, I believe. And like you said, man, it also gives a lot of people a chance to speak out. Not speak out, but show out because. Just like WWE back in the day where you had, all that talent that was being like, held because they didn't want to release anybody to give, to the competition. But then you just got you sitting on people, bro. So it's like the same kind of situation now, man. You could take one of these days, even like the Friday on what the hell is Rampage, and you sit there and give that shit to ROH, man. Let them have a show that they can establish other talent that's not seen on the regular shows. And now you have interest that's generated in different areas of your company as well. So I don't know, man. I don't know. It's interesting though. We'll see. I guess we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But I'm definitely going to try to check it out. I'm not fucking paying for it. I ain't paying for this shit.
I have not paid for a wrestling event ever since I found like my own personal links that I use.
Yeah. Forget about it, bro. I'm sorry. And don't nobody try to come for us, no shit like that either. But ain't nobody paying for this shit no more. You better get that streaming shit fixed.
Exactly.
But we talked about that on commission talks about their streaming service situation. But we'll see, man. We're definitely going to talk about it. We'll see what happens. We'll go over like who won, but I'm definitely trying to get into it. We're slowly but surely building up straight through the ropes here. But yeah. So next thing we got a bunch of stuff here. Slim, actually, you found a lot of things going on. I did want to talk about one topic real quick before we get into some other topics. This was really interesting. I saw this shit earlier too, and then you posted it. So this right here. This is one of the ones that's like you would never think about this, but now that you see it, now you have to like be on some considerate shit. All right. So let's go ahead and start with the reason why this is even like an angle, like anything that's like even interesting to talk about. First of all, if you're a wrestling fan and you know the dude in the black right there, you know who that guy is right there. That's a nut job, right? New Jack. All right, New Jack was throwing motherfuckers off of ceilings, you know, cutting people's head or stabbing people. This was the epitome of ECW right here. This New Jack, wild and fucking crazy. And on the other hand, you got the Olympic gold medalist Kurt Angle. Now, why is this even a conversation, right? Somebody as crazy as New Jack and then Kurt Angle. They said Kurt Angle on Perks. So I'm guessing they're talking about that crazy TNA Kurt Angle. That shit where he was.
Oh, Perk Angle, baby. Perk. I tell anybody, man, if you look up Kurt's work in TNA during that time, Kurt doing somersaults off stages.
I saw that. It was Abyss. I saw that shit.
Like, and Kurt would just do like this, like, like
Kurt was crazy.
Shit.
Even leaving WWE, like right before he left, like you said, when he shaved his head and then he got that black, the black singlet. It wasn't red, white, and blue anymore. It was red, white, and black and shit. And after that, man, he just went into a whole new level of like you said, snapping out like Ken Shamrock and shit. And but I didn't know that they were saying that was because he was on the Perks and shit. I know he was on a lot of shit, but I didn't know that was like the reason why he was like generating that kind of that personality or whatever.
He's quoted in an interview, if I'm remembering this correctly, like, you know, Kurt had an addiction and it was serious.
Yeah,
and I think he said he was almost like on 10 or 15 a goddamn day. And like that's crazy. And you know, but you think about it, like this is a man who's had like major neck surgery, God knows how many injuries, especially to the sport that we all love. So I mean, but yeah, Kurt so I was talking about this with my boy. And you know, Kurt off of Perk is crazy. But he pointed out to me, you know, Kurt never tasered anybody and threw them like 9 feet from the air to a bunch of
motherfucker, yo. I'm gonna find it. We gonna watch that shit. But yeah, I said the same thing. New Jack, he's a different type of crazy, yo. Like, did you watch his Vlad TV interviews?
Oh yeah,
that he had on you, bruh. He's fucking crazy, and not only is he crazy, but he was. It seems like his upbringing, like, you know, made him that way. Like, you know, he probably was already crazy, but then that shit just completely just solidified it. Like, yeah.
I have no doubt that New Jack is straight from the trenches.
Bro,
I have
crazy.
No doubt about that.
New Jack. And the story of him telling about how he threw the dude off the fucking crazy, yo. So who you got? You think New Jack, right? New Jack gonna take it out, but Kurt might fuck him up if New Jack don't got no taser, no he don't got nothing around him.
I think this is like if this is a straight up like match, like straight up wrestling match, that's Kurt. Anything special stipulation, that's New Jack all day. Oh, man, I mean, but in all fairness, ain't none of these niggas gonna feel a damn thing.
Nope. Tomorrow and shit. All right, let's check this out. Watch this shit, y'all. Look, yo, New Jack is fucking crazy, yo. All right, let's watch it. I remember when I first saw this shit, I was like, yo, because I was trying to question if it was real. And then, like, you know, nowadays you hear all these interviews and these people just literally come out and tell you, like, you know, the situation. And it's just like, damn, I can't believe that's what happened.
Like, Dark Side of the Ring has been an eye-opener for a lot of stuff for me.
Man. Listen, you know, podcasts like Joe Rogan and them too, bro. Like, you know, even like I was one of the ones that I really enjoyed was when Jake the Snake was on Joe Rogan. And he was talking about all that behind the scenes stuff with Andre the Giant and how he used to keep the snake and you know, stuff that happened to him in his life, like keeping the snake in the hotel and shit. That was really interesting, man. Like you don't think about that kind of stuff because we're just watching for the entertainment. But yeah, these guys is over here living with a fucking snake, traveling the world with it. Some crazy shit. Look at this shit, y'all. This is New Jack, y'all.
Tingle the stun gun. That is not right. 3H should not be using that weapon. Oh no! 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 Please no!
Bombs away.
The fucking crowd. Just imagine seeing that shit live, yo. This motherfucker.
That's peak ECW, man.
Look at this shit. Oh man.
Honestly, I think there's an interview somewhere where he said he was really trying to throw him into the ring.
Yeah, he was trying to throw him into the crowd. He said he was trying to throw him past that shit. Look at this shit. Look at this shit.
I want to thank you all for coming. We're going to need to clear the building, calling an ambulance. We're going to need
That's
to keep
crazy.
the area secure.
We will never see matches like that.
But at the same time, yeah, you really don't see nothing like that. Like that's still crazy. But you do have those matches like that what's his name being now? What the fuck is his name? Why can't I remember his name? Not Moxley, but he's another good example. But the broski,
Riddle?
Matt Cardona.
Oh yeah, because he's on this indie circuit thing.
Bro, he be in some crazy ass shit, bro, with the damn fluorescent balls breaking on the head. And
you talking about when he worked GCW.
Bro, that shit is bananas, yo. What the hell is like down with that? Who's signing up for that shit?
So this is my thing, and a lot of people in the comments will probably like not agree with me on this. I am not the biggest deathmatch guy. I don't understand the purpose of smashing 15 freaking light tubes over somebody. And that's like every other match. And like, don't get me wrong, if you're crazy enough to do it, more props to you. But I'll say this, every deathmatch person is not Sabu, Cactus Jack, Terry Funk, Abyss, like
Vader.
Yeah, like, you know, like when we saw Cactus Jack and Terry Funk doing this was like, you know, like the culmination of something, not just a random freaking match.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just regular news now, bro. And what's crazy to me is like, you know, I knew, you know, Matt Cardona when I first saw Hawkins and Ryder was Edge. Remember Edge rated R or whatever the fuck that stable was?
Yep.
Team rated R, yeah.
The Edgeheads.
Yeah. And you had Hawkins and Ryder. You had the Brian Hawkins and Matt Ryder, whatever his name was. But you literally had, you know, him, and it was corny, bro. Like, you know, nothing against him, but they were corny. Even when he was like, you know, the Long Island, you know, celebrity guy with the belt, the internet champion, he was corny. So I was never like really thinking about, oh, this guy's gonna be some hardcore, you know, Mick Foley type shit. Like, you know, and now it's like seeing him in the indies or whatever. He's literally established his name being fucking in these brutal matches, bro. I didn't even know these were going on. Look at this shit. It's fucking craziness, bro.
That's when he fought Nick Cage, that crazy dude.
Nick Cage, yeah. We're just going there and try to murder each other. Who was the first person to say, let's just get some fluorescent light bulbs and smash it into each other's fucking head?
If I remember correctly, I think it was Japanese deathmatch legend person. I cannot remember his name.
Crazy. It looks fun to watch, I guess. I don't understand these motherfuckers just don't end up in the hospital every damn day.
It's a video where he did this at first, and like he ruined like a set of hotel sheets because he kept bleeding on them.
That's too much, man.
Yeah, you
gotta be another way to make your money.
Hey, but wrestling's subjective, man. Some
Yeah, that
people
motherfucker got Chelsea Green fine ass. Woo,
yeah,
she fine as shit. He had a
hell yeah.
couple. He had a couple little hotties, whatever. He had Tennille Dashwood. He had a couple.
He damn sure did.
Yeah, he definitely did. But yeah, man. I mean, I would say, I definitely would say, Kurt Angle. He ain't out. Fucking New Jack ain't out wrestling Kurt Angle. But I would definitely say, if don't let nothing be around, or don't get in your car after you fucking wrestle it. Blow that shit up. Pipe bomb that shit or something. But yeah, man. So this is another interesting story. Let me just talking shit tonight. This is another interesting story. We thought Ray was gonna have all three, but yeah, we're gonna have to get it because I need 3 people on here every night, man. For what we're trying to do from now on. But yeah, so we actually had me and Slim was talking about this earlier. You know, this was an interesting concept that they had going forward for Survivor Series. You had the champions versus champions, you know, for Survivor Series back in the day. And they had a sleeve showing, like, you know, what we would be basically looking at now. So you would definitely have, you know, Seth versus Roman. You would definitely have, you know, Rhea versus Io at this time. And you know, this card right here, you got Gunther versus Dominic versus Logan, which is very interesting. But you know, also if you're gonna factor in, you know, Dominic, then you got to also factor in, you know, the NXT champion, which is who is that? Dragunov, whatever his name. Yeah. So you would have that match. And Slim, go ahead, just share with everybody because you said your thoughts is pretty much like mine, but you guys can go first, bro.
Yeah, I wish we were getting this concept this year. Because like we were talking earlier, when they did this, it was so fresh because, you know, for how many years we were seeing SmackDown invade Raw, Raw invade SmackDown, classic 5-on-5 traditional Survivor Series match. So, I mean, you know, this was a fresh look, especially, like, you know, when we were coming, I think it was either before the pandemic or coming out of the pandemic, when NXT invaded. And that just brought like a whole new plethora of match choices and a breath of fresh air. And to see, like, you know, during that time, we didn't really see like Raw or SmackDown interacting with NXT. It was kind of just like its own solo thing. And, you know, also at the time, a lot of people were saying, you know, Triple H's NXT was outdoing Raw and SmackDown pay-per-views as far as like the hypeness and the wrestling of it.
As they liked it. Yeah. People were loving it. I remember that too. Like, people were loving NXT and they were like downgrading, which in my opinion, Raw, you know, especially was definitely not hitting at all. Like, you know, it was hard to get a good Raw show. Every show was a rematch show. I remember it was literally for months that shit was like, you know, they were having this the shit that I hate more than anything I remember from that time period. They would have somebody fighting for the titles, you know, especially going into a pay-per-view, and they would just have the fucking match be non-title, and then they'd have the title match. What is the point of that shit? Like, when you want to see a title match or you want to see a anticipated match, you're supposed to hold off. Now, especially if it's like tag team, you could do the one partner versus one partner, other partner versus other partner next week or some shit that'll keep it going, you know, keep the anticipation. But they were just literally like, oh, the Usos are the champs. All right, put the Usos against the Street Profits. Fight on SmackDown, and then fight again at the fucking why? I don't want to see this shit now. I saw it already. What the fuck? Yeah, but I remember that time period. But yeah, NXT, they were saying NXT storylines and stuff. That was back when they had what? Shinsuke? No, Shinsuke was still, he was up in the thing. You had was Shinsuke at that time still?
I think
Aleister Black. You had a lot of people that was still in
that was a young Bianca Belair.
Yeah,
that's when they still had Undisputed Era, Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly. God, they had
NXT was running it, bro.
They had so much freaking talent down there. Keith Lee was there. Matt Riddle.
Yeah, I don't think Karrion Kross was there yet.
Not yet. A hungry Shayna Baszler.
Shayna was dominating at that point.
Tommaso Ciampa was red hot at that time. Yeah, that the bringing in the NXT and making it like more of like a brand supremacy thing. I like that concept. Like, don't
Yeah.
get me wrong. Like, I love War Games, and I think the War Games match is going to be really, really good. But I think we really got to get back to like kind of like seeing Survivor Series as like the dream matches that
Yeah.
we all want to see.
I
Like,
like that too.
like I mean, I think it'd be interesting to see Logan Paul versus Gunther.
Mm.
I mean, that is two clashes of styles, and who would who wouldn't want to see Logan Paul get his chest caved in?
For real.
uh,
I mean, I don't hate Logan Paul, so
yeah.
I actually really really like Logan Paul. But I know what you mean because I know people like he's got a heavy hated fan base. But one
And
thing that from talking about this, one thing that I do remember is one of the last matches I remember was like the champion versus champion was when Big E had the title and he
yeah,
went up against Roman. And one of the things that you establish when you beat a champion is you got beat. You know what I'm saying? As a champion, you ain't supposed to get beat. So that's the
yeah,
only problem with those champion versus champion matches that if I had to take any away, because I do enjoy them. But I
mm,
remember seeing, Roman beat Big E, and I'm like, oh, well, fucking Big E just took a loss. You know what I'm saying? So now you're basically saying he's a champion, but really Roman's a champion because he just beat the champions. So I don't know. It's weird, man. It's like I still enjoy the regular, elimination tag Survivor Series style
oh yeah,
matches. You know what I mean? Like the War Games is definitely cool, but I feel like it could fit somewhere else, man. Because it's like you do have Survivor Series was always already an established brand. Like,
yeah,
I'm not saying that you can't change, but I'm just like you basically are getting rid of things that were like an established brand. Like I would never want to see anybody like change the Royal Rumble and shit. Like,
oh
just
no,
certain things like I would like to see in WWE. But if you had, War Games, like why not just have it like be a separate event? Like why can't you have it December? Don't
yeah,
even have a fucking pay-per-view. Like, just throw it in there. Especially to close out the year. I mean, that makes the most sense anyway, because you starting over pretty much when you hit January and building new things to Mania. So
because I mean when they bought WCW and acquired all those properties, back in the day, War Games was its own separate pay per view.
yeah, it
I
was.
I remember seeing those matches of I think it was like Team WCW versus Team NWO versus Team Four Horsemen. Like WCW did a different way. They had like three different sets of teams,
Yeah,
going against each other, and those matches were like long and
yeah,
could not follow a damn thing. But I agree with you. I think that the match itself could probably be someplace different, but I just don't think they would know where to put it.
yeah. I agree, man. I don't know where they would. They definitely have the option to put it somewhere, but I mean, if you're gonna mix it, I guess you're gonna mix it or whatever. I feel like Survivor Series is the weakest pay per view out of all of the four. Royal Rumble and Mania are definitely the top tiers, and then you got SummerSlam, which is definitely you know they make a pretty big event at a SummerSlam every summer. And
Yeah.
then you have Survivor Series is like closing the year out. And then it's just like, okay, whatever fits in at this point is like just closing it out. Even though you have some of the biggest, names come out of Survivor Series, like The Rock and Undertaker and you know, but I don't know. I guess we'll see. Now, speaking of Survivor Series, like let's just talk about it, man, because we were talking about it a little earlier. But we had something big happen on Raw, and we finally saw like Rhea and Drew McIntyre have been
Mm.
talking, and we've been kind of speculating, like, oh damn, is he joining Judgment Day? That's been my shit. Like I would love that. How
Oh
you
yeah.
how you feel about Drew and involvement with Judgment Day?
Well, like it's like you and I were talking about earlier. It's either this is the heel turn we've been waiting for, or like you were talking to me, he might just be doing this because he don't like Jay at all. And
Yeah,
he sees this as a way just to get to Jay.
yeah,
Like, he's made it clear that he blames Jay for, but then it's true. Jay is the one that
very true.
cost him a lot. Well, between Jay and Solo, but Jay is the one that cost Drew the title when he was rolling with Roman Reigns. So I can see that deep hatred he would have. And, he's moved on from Seth. He already said that, he wants to work his way back. But,
Yeah.
This just opens the door for, we got Judgment Day and Drew McIntyre. Whether he joins, that's less to be seen.
Yeah.
And now this gives us, a thing of who can, Seth, Cody, Sammy, and Jay trust to bring in onto their team.
Yeah.
I mean, if I'm going by the rumor mill, hear a little slithering in the grass that a certain Viper might be all healed up and coming back. I don't know. I mean, I'm not in the conspiracy theorist of we're going to hear Cult of Personality next weekend. I just don't think it's going to happen. But you never know. You can't never say never with the E.
You can't. But you want to know something? I definitely have heard that stuff too. And I wouldn't deny a comeback. I definitely wouldn't deny a comeback in any sort, whether it be Randy, whether it be CM Punk, whether it be both. I definitely don't think it will be to fill a spot in this match, though. If they did come back, I feel like it would be on something where maybe it'll be something in closing. I don't really know where you would fit in a Randy Orton return. Like, is he just going to return and then jump right into War Games? Like, I don't like just off the strength of, maybe Cody's my old partner or some shit. Like, I don't know where it would fit in necessarily. Like, especially CM Punk. Like, he's definitely not going to join Cody and Seth's team. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so if anything happens on some crazy shit and you hear, Cult Personality start playing, it might just be him appearing at the shit. Like, yeah, I'm here. I just want to stop by. But
it's in Chicago.
It's in Chicago, and that's another thing where everything that's in Chicago now is gonna be fucking CM Punk related. But it's possible, bro. Like you said, I don't put nothing past nobody. I feel like WWE is in a big transition mode, and he did just have problems with AEW and stuff like that. I don't think nobody really wants to deal with them, but they're going out their way to mention it a lot. So I don't know, man. It's a possibility, but I will say somebody that I really do think that is going to be in that position with them is going to be my first pick is going to be AJ Styles. I really feel like it's going to be AJ. Like I feel like it's going to be because of what happened when he, the reason why he's been out because Solo and Jimmy, fucked him up. So he wants his revenge on that. Yeah. And wait a minute, Jimmy's not even in it. What the fuck am I talking about?
Yeah, Jimmy's not in it.
Yeah, Jimmy's not in it. But damn, that's right. That was what I was like banking off. That's off Judgment Day. I don't know, man. I do feel like it'll be AJ. I feel like AJ needs a spot. That could be a surprise. I've heard other people say Kevin Owens. I feel like that would be boring. I'm not gonna lie. I'm tired of seeing fucking same people. I'm tired of seeing those four. I ain't gonna lie. Cody and Jay, and I don't give a fuck about that team.
I mean, it's a lot of dynamics. Seth don't like Cody. And Cody can barely stand Seth. I've heard this is not kayfabe. They really do not like each other. And then, you get the wild card Jay, who is just trying to prove himself, to be a good team player. And then, like Sammy, to me, just feels like Sammy's just there.
He's just there, man.
Sammy is just there. Like, I get it. Like, he's had problems with the Judgment Day. And then, he's, been Uzi with Jay, and, he's just had a banger of a match with Seth on Monday. So, I mean, I just feel like Sammy is just there. And I agree with you. I don't want to see like Kevin Owens, like the White Knight in shining armor, want to come to my best friend's aid and
I'm over
that. That's boring. Like, right, but that's why I say, like, if that's the main event, then what bigger pop could you want than, coming out, everybody comes out, Judgment Day comes out, Seth and Cody's team comes out, and you're wondering who the last man could be. That freaking crowd would erupt. I hear voices in my head. Right. Now, I would say to a certain extent of him coming off of such a serious back injury, would they put him in such a dangerous match? Who knows? Yeah. But we just have to wait and see.
Let him flip. Yo, if Randy does come, let's say Randy does come out right here go Brian B. Crazy theories and shit. If
Mm,
Randy does come, I want to see him. Yeah, I'm Team Cody and shit, right? Judgment Day, blah blah. He don't got no reason to hate Judgment. He don't give a fuck. So
exactly.
then he just over there, him and Cody legacy, RKO just smashes his ass and just do that shit like 40 fucking times, and then set up some Cody Randy shit. And Cody and Randy, and nobody's talking about this because everybody's too busy. Oh, Cody's gonna be blah blah, finish story shit, bullshit, whatever. Nobody talks about how dynamic it would be to build some shit for Cody and Randy to hit off at Mania. That's some shit that I would be invested in. And just be on some, yeah, you were there, but you come back in my house. I'm the one I've been here. Do you know who I am? I'm Randy fucking Orton. And then Cody's like, no, but I'm here because my dad's gonna finish the story. And he's like, no, don't fuck your story. Slip, I just thought of that shit too. Like, I mean, I thought about that match, like, but I'm like, everybody's so busy worrying about Cody taking the belt from Roman, man, which I feel like is like the worst boring ass decision because everybody's so expecting it. But yo, him and Randy in a Mania, some crazy Mania shit too. Not no rematch shit. Like, don't let them meet until then. Like, I don't give a fuck what you got to do. Like, just keep fucking it up. Like, keep making Randy leave or something. Like, whatever. Like, you can make a heel Randy, no problem.
Oh yeah.
But I don't want to see him come back on no bullshit. Randy left on some bullshit with that RKO bro shit. He left on some bullshit. Bring Randy back. Give him a title too. Fuck it. Let him take the title from Seth. Like, I feel like Randy could definitely do it. No Royal Rumbles, none of that shit. But I feel like Randy can come in if he is healthy enough, to establish some shit. Take the title from Seth, yo. Take the title from Seth. Do something crazy. I would enjoy it. I think it would be fun.
I think we just haven't seen him in so long, and like whenever he hits that first RKO, it's gonna be crazy.
It's gonna be a wrap.
Like I loved Randy Orton when he was like world heavyweight champion back in the day on some legend killer status shit.
Oh man, that was the greatest shit.
But like you're right, like Orton has the heel thing down pat. Like bald 09 Randy Orton is like one of the greatest heels of all time.
I'm telling you, bro.
That heel championship run, I will tell people I can put that shit up against a lot of people.
Yeah.
Like this man sitting there punting people in heads.
Yep.
And the slickest, smoothest thing I ever seen was this man had Triple H handcuffed in the corner, looked in this man's eyes and kissed his wife.
Yep.
I was like, yo.
Heel Randy was a fucking problem, man.
I was like, bro, you had to see me because, like, nah.
Heel Randy was a problem, bro. Heel Randy was a problem. And that's why I'm hoping he doesn't, like you said, man, it's really hard to bring somebody back and I know I'm always like, turn him heel. Like, I'm all about the turns, yo. I like the other side of the coin, yo, because I just like shit to be different. But, I'm not trying to just say it just to say it. Like, I'm not just trying to be different. I'm saying, like, you bring somebody back like Randy Orton, his music hits, you're instantly going to be in love with the guy. But you can definitely do some shit to establish a heel. And one of the biggest things I think Randy could do would be to, just pull off on Cody on some straight shit. Like, yo, listen, I'm excited. Fucking, I'm here. Yeah, you want me to join the team? Just RKO that motherfucker and walk out. Don't even be a part of the team. Let them fight with 4 fucking people. And just be like straight asshole Randy. Come out on Raw like, so what do you want to talk about? I'm fucking me. I'm telling you, yo. But I just feel like, I don't know, bro. Like, we're getting into the, that's one of the reasons why we do the show. You know what I mean? Like, we just talk and just share our shit. But there's a lot of dynamics that can happen. It would be a lot of fun. And we're gonna see. But yeah, if it's not AJ, man, I mean, I just completely killed my whole thing because I was thinking like, yeah, because Jimmy and what's it called? But what the fuck? Jimmy and them don't even have a match in Survivor Series.
No,
nothing set up.
We don't really have like the only matches they've announced is Miz versus Gunther and the War Games match.
Yeah, they don't have nothing else really set up, right?
Really? Well, we got Zoe Starks and Rhea, but I mean, we already know where the hell that's gonna go.
Yeah, that's like a waste of time. Unfortunately, I'm not trying to hate, but It really is, man. They're not making anything really established for Rhea. I
Yeah.
feel like Nia Jax is definitely the best opponent to. I don't know why they're prolonging that one-on-one. Um,
They probably
I don't
wanted
know.
that Rumble, or might be saving it for her big pop in Elimination Chamber.
Yeah, you're right about that. Forgot about that's coming up too. They also have, I don't know if I've spoken on it on my show yet, but one of the big things I'm definitely looking forward to is Becky, Charlotte and Bailey. I'm telling you right now, with the whole Kyrie Zane thing coming back and everything. I think did we talk about that? I'm not sure if we talked about it before.
I think
But
we talked about it when she came back at Crown Jewel. Yeah.
yeah. Literally, like, I'm really looking forward to seeing where that dynamic is going because it's really crazy that we're talking about it. And Survivor Series is next Saturday.
Yep.
But yeah, there really isn't no match. There's not a women's not a women's match established. There was a women's match last year.
I mean, it'll
They
probably.
don't give a fuck about it.
I think we'll probably get the women's match announced this Friday, since we saw Damage Control standing tall and Asuka essentially turning heel.
Yeah.
Everything. Because I like the concept. I think the biggest question is Dakota gonna be ready in time for War Games? Because I know
War
that she was
Games, yeah.
nursing a very serious knee injury at before she came back. But we'll see, man. And I think
Yeah.
like I made a comment on this. I cannot wait until we get to the point to where EO has enough of Bailey shit and just dog punches her. Because
That's my baby,
I feel like what we're getting is like we're slowly going to get Bailey pushed out of Damage Control. And it's
Yeah.
going to get taken over by EO, Asuka, and Kyrie.
And Dakota. I feel like that's gonna be. I definitely 100%. But that's why this is what they need, man. Because Bailey, first of all, Bailey has been a great heel, phenomenal heel. But there's no doubt about it, she's stale as shit. Even when she came back, I thought that was going to be a good opportunity for her to, come back and reinvent a little bit from her knee injury. She was out for almost a year, but then she came back and she kind of just followed suit and she brought back, EO and Dakota. But at the same time, I guess it was good because they've been teasing that breakup for a while. But I really like that they're gonna do it with EO, Kyrie, and Asuka. And they just flip, bitch. We don't want you. We don't need you. Who you think you are? Like, we're the strongest shit around, and that's why I'm saying. And then, because remember, Charlotte was telling her, like, Bailey used to be this, and you're just a follow along now. Like, what are you doing? And they never readdressed that shit. I'm telling you, bro, it's going to be Becky, Bailey. Bailey's going to get kicked to the side, and then Charlotte and them are going to be like, yo, we used to run this shit. Remember, we the 4 horsewomen. I think they're going to bring that shit back. And Sasha, on record, Sasha just came out and was saying, I can't wait to get back in the ring in 2020. I don't know if she was stating for WWE, but she didn't specify. So I would love to see Sasha get back in the fucking ring with Charlotte, Bailey, and Becky, and let the 4 horsewomen rock for a little while, bro.
I think I miss Sasha Banks in the E so much because
man,
she always put on a banger. And like I said before, I think either the first or second show I ever did with you, the banger she put on with Bianca while putting her over, will stand the test of time. And the history they had, essentially being the first 2 black women to main event WrestleMania, that was amazing. But also, like, I know Sasha left on some very unhappy notes, especially with the direction she felt like the women's division was going in, and also with her establishing herself in New Japan right now. I would love to see her back in the E. For some reason, I can see her getting back that title she never technically lost at Wrestle Kingdom this year. Since New Japan is putting a lot of focus on their on the IWGP Women's Championship now. But we'll see, man. They definitely miss her. I can tell you that right now.
Yeah, man, and it's a new dynamic. I mean, yeah, she did bring. I mean, she was one of the pillars. And she was definitely one of the pillars. As far as like the people that's known in the business. For WWE, New Japan is all that. Everybody's cool. Like everybody's got their own things they want to do or whatever. But Sasha Banks is Sasha Banks. Everybody see her. I don't give a fuck where you see her. People who don't really follow wrestler can look at her and say that's Sasha Banks. No, I'm Mercedes or whatever, motherfucker. You Sasha Banks. You Sasha Banks over there now.
Yeah.
But and I know we've had this conversation a couple times, but literally, like that's some of the things that I'm just the most interested in seeing right now. Like we're at the end of the year, man. So it's like we are kind of just like killing time a little bit. And everything's building towards the new shit that's gonna be happening next year. But I don't know, bro. We're gonna see. Like I said, man, definitely awesome. I love talking about all this stuff, man. I've been talking wrestling today a lot. My son had a recital thing or whatever the fuck it's called, band practice thing, and they showed us today. So I've been out, but I've been busting my ass today. But yeah, it's a lot of fun, man. We're gonna do, like I said, we're definitely got a lot more coming. We have to get 3 members on this show, so we can definitely get the dynamic that we want, especially for the questions and the panels. So yeah, man. Beeline, I owe it to you. Like I want to have 3 members on this show every single week, just like Commission Talks. Like it's just a different angle when you have 3 members. And Ray, I love you, man, but we definitely need somebody to be on this show every week. So we're gonna be putting out fucking what's it called? Petition. Competition and shit. I'm wrestling too.
We're recruiting.
Yeah, we're gonna be recruiting some shit, Slim. But listen, guys, I love you guys so much, Slim. Always a pleasure to talk with you, brother. We're gonna have a lot of stuff going on starting next week. As a matter of fact, I'm actually gonna have some more stuff I'm gonna be showing you, as you guys can see. Like the whole promo packages have changed. It's a lot going on right now. I'm really happy about the direction of the show. We're gonna have a lot of fun, especially I think you guys are really gonna enjoy it. I'm glad you're on my team because you know fucking wrestling. So we gonna kick some ass, yo. We're gonna be having a lot of fun. Anything in closing, bro?
Like I said, man, we'll be back next week. Hopefully, with the trio back. I think I agree with you. Having 3 brings a different dynamic. Because most shows I see have at least 3 or 4 people on them.
Yeah.
If anybody's out there in Winston-Salem next weekend, I'll be at WrestleCade. At that weekend, don't be afraid. Just hit your boy up. Go get your drink, whatever. Go get some shows. I'm down. Any belt makers out there? I'm looking for either a white strap IC title or a IWGP version 4 heavyweight title. Just be nice to me with the price. I got the cash. Just don't try to beat me over the head with it. We're still Wrestle Kingdom's coming up. We got Full Gear this Saturday, Survivor Series next Saturday. It's good. It's a good time to be a wrestling fan. And allow me to say this, man. Happy early Thanksgiving from my family to yours.
Yes, sir. You too.
Especially if you're traveling next week, I hope you're gonna be safe. And much love, man.
Yeah. You as well, bro. Yeah, happy Thanksgiving, guys. We're definitely gonna do another show next week, especially to recap Full Gear and get ready for Survivor Series for sure. But we are hitting into Thanksgiving territory, and So everybody gonna be eating. I am actually gonna be on Thanksgiving. I'm going to be hosting a show where we did it last year as well, but I didn't do it as much as I'm going to do it this year. We're going to be on all day. It's going to be a palooza, and it's going to be a lot of fun. We did it last year, and people stop in, shout themselves out. We talked about stuff. Actually made a lot of really good friends last year from doing it. So we're doing it again. So you guys got that to look forward to. We'll be talking a little bit of wrestling. We're talking a little bit of life, what you're thankful for, and playing some games and shit too. Maybe even karaoke. I'm actually thinking about that too. Doing some karaoke on that shit. But Slim, you doing it up, bro. We're gonna get us a partner to complete our Judgment Day, because we need a Rhea, bro. We need a Rhea. So I'm really looking for a female wrestle talker that was coming here with me and Slim every week, and we're gonna find one, because we definitely gonna find one. A lot of hell out there. But happy holidays, y'all. We definitely gonna see you next week. We will be back Wednesday, 9:00 p.m. Check us out on the Commission Talks. You can go on 5 o'clock p.m. We talking wrestling, baby. And the one thing I just want to let you guys know real quick, the one thing that's going to be good about, I'm on Commission Talks and I'm on Straight to the Ropes. Straight to the Ropes is my project. Like, this is my show. Commission Talks is the group that we're a part of together. It's a together collab. And the things we talking about on Commission Talks are not going to be the same things we talk about on Straight to the Ropes. And Straight to the Ropes is going to have a lot of different dynamics as well. We also have, let me see here. I didn't put the Slammer-Rooney of the week in here today, but I will have it next week. I really wanted to do that. I was really focused on getting some stuff done today, so I got a new job today. Hopefully. I'm pretty sure I got it, though. But check out this shit. This shit made me laugh a little bit. Rey Mysterio just always in the fucking... They flip on his ass quick. Let's check this out. Even the sun... I can't keep no friends. No way. It was Did you expect that that heel turn from what's his name?
Yes, I told you last week. He set him up, bro, and
he did. Y'all called that shit right away with the brass knuckles and everything.
Before we go, it was long overdue, and like I said before, Santos Escobar is a better heel than this babyface thing y'all made him do for the last 5-6 months or whatever. However long y'all tried to resurrect the LWO. For me, no disrespect to that faction, even though I feel like it's just the Latino ripoff of the NWO. Yeah. But, bring back Legado del Fantasma. Like, honestly, I really feel like Joaquin Wilde.
I love that shit, yo. When they walk into each other and they go and then the other two walk. That shit was fire. Yeah, I fully agree with that.
Yeah, I mean, and this will be good. I mean, this is what they've been leading to anyway. Yeah. Honestly. I honestly feel like it should have been Santos in that position to take that US title. I think he actually got hurt and they had to flip the play a little bit.
But
yeah, man, it's gonna be good. And plus, Ray is good enough to probably put him over in the end, but it's gonna be a good feud. Honestly, we haven't had a good, Latino culture feud in a minute. I can't remember the last time I seen two Latino people have a storyline in WWE.
Eddie Guerrero and Rey Mysterio.
Yeah, well, besides Dom and Ray, yeah.
Besides Dom and Ray, shit, that's really the last one you remember. But yeah, no, you're absolutely right, man. I think it was long overdue as well. I'm not really feeling the Latino heat. I don't think it's really hitting at all. I think the only place it really hit was in Puerto Rico. Yeah. And it's not saying anything bad. I'm just saying it honestly. It's not like it's being utilized. Like you forget about LWO all the damn time.
Yeah, I mean, you're not making them you're not making them a faction to be feared. Like, you're not building the LWO like you built the Judgment Day over the last couple of months. Like,
nowhere near. Like, they're not going to the titles. They're not even a presence. And nothing against them, but you're absolutely right. I feel like however you say it, Legado Phasmo, like literally their routine, their structure, like even like I said, their entrance, like everything about them, it felt important. LWO doesn't feel important, unfortunately. So, yeah, fuck it. If he's going to go back, we're going to see what happens with Carlito. Carlito was a good guy, too. I don't like it. His lazy, bad guy, I'm cooler than everybody shit is always, going to be a presence with him. I mean, nothing against Carlito, man. If you've heard this in the past, a lot of people have said it's one of the issues that they had, but he comes off very like whatever, like stoner kind of like nonchalant, like shit don't matter to him really. Like
when I first saw Carlito back in the day, and I was just like, okay, this is different. This is a guy who's literally spitting an apple in your face, telling you you're not cool, and like that was different because it was just like, that's disrespect. Like, bro, you just spit fruit in my face. Like, what? You telling me I'm not cool? Like, what the hell?
That was Razor Ramon shit, though. Remember that?
Man threw the toothpick at you.
Yep, he threw the toothpick at you. But he also, it was funny because he did a interview where there was like, yo, your whole shit basically was Razor Ramon. Like when he first did it, that was one of Razor's first promos when he bit the apple and spit it into the guy or whatever, the sales dude.
Yeah.
So they basically gave him the same shit, and Carlito was sitting there like, oh yeah, I guess it really was like Razor Ramon. But it's interesting because you see how Vince be recycling shit. Like you can't give him, but Carlito definitely did run with that shit because he wasn't like Razor Ramon. He was a different kind of spit in the face of you because you're not cool or whatever. But I don't know. I mean, he came back and like you just said about LWO, I don't really see him really making noise or anything like crazy. Even for mid-card titles, like the tag titles are underutilized. The fucking Intercontinental Championship is dominated right now. It's not a lot that I guess these guys can really do. I mean, it's not a lot to really be active with right now. Even the Street Profits and Bobby Lashley, like they have a nice dynamic going, but how long are we gonna tease this shit? Like, do something already. Like you getting new people, but you ain't even doing shit really with the people that you got. Like you just walk around together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right. And I think we're in a weird spot because the only how can I say this without it sounding wrong? The only title that can technically be competed for right now is the World Heavyweight Championship. You don't see anybody beating Gunther anytime soon. And we just put the belt on Logan Paul, and Priest and Balor are tag champs. Like, and we haven't really built up a tag team that can possibly beat them.
No,
and
yeah.
We all know this. We all know that we've booked the WWE Championship into a corner. So I mean, we really have to focus on just good rivalries at this point.
And for reasons, because just like you just said, for reasons. So even though it's not the most talked about, but to see something between Santos Escobar and Carlito, that would be something that you can start picking into. Or while you're waiting for him and Ray to have their match at wherever. But we'll see, man. It's definitely a lot of dynamics we could talk about, and we're definitely gonna keep talking about it because this is what we do here. But straight through the roast, man. Guys, listen, thank you guys so much for watching all night. Until next week, stay true, stay positive, pay attention, and eat that turkey on Turkey Day because it's coming up.
Sir.
All right, Slim, be good, brother. Have a great night, guys.
Peace.